December 10th, 2013, I bought my very first car, not knowing it was going to start an obsession. Not just an obsession for old Volkswagens, but an obsession for documenting everything I did to my cars. In fact, some of this footage I don't even know why it existed. I didn't put it on Facebook, I didn't put it on YouTube, I just did it because I thought it was fun. So, you're seeing footage that was never released before, but not a lot has changed. What are you doing to my car?
Sanding down the primer. Are we going with Plastidip?
Plastidip? Are you kidding me? That's ghetto. Yeah, we are. This Mark II Golf is the reason I became so obsessed with Volkswagens, but it also introduced me to a lot of cool people who were willing to help work on your cars, and people who had cooler Volkswagens than mine, namely this one. This is a Mark II GTI with a 1.8 16 valve, and from the point that I rode in this car, I knew I had to have one. So I planned on working all summer so I could take the 8 valve out of my beloved Mark II and swap in a 16. But unfortunately, it would never see the day. A clueless woman driving a Kia drove up the wrong side of the road because she couldn't wait to get to Big O Tire and pulled out right in front of me, and my car was totaled with some pretty gnarly frame damage. From that point is when I got my yellow 1.8 turbo Audi, but something inside of me wanted to go back, so I sold the Audi and I picked up my 1979 Volkswagen Rabbit. And that is where my YouTube channel started. And for those who've been around long enough to remember me working on that car and saying I wanted a 16 valve in it, you're probably thinking it's about damn time. Today is the day. It finally marks the start of Project 16. The Volkswagen 9A 2-liter 16 valve swap into my 1979 Volkswagen Rabbit Mark I. Now, as we progress into this build, I'll get into a little more detail about it. If you have any questions right off the bat about what my intentions are, leave them in the comments below. But just to put it as straightforward as possible for now, this engine's getting rebuilt. It's going in the Rabbit, and it's getting converted to EFI via Megasquirt, just like my Volvo. And yeah, but the very first thing I need to do is take this engine apart and measure everything, the stroke and bore, and make sure it's stock before I order parts. That way, they will for sure be the right parts. I also have a really exciting announcement, but for now, let's get into tearing it apart. So the reason I'm even entertaining the possibility that these internals are not stock is right here. If you can see that, that's TT. That stands for Tectonics Tuning. And I know cam gear doesn't really say a lot, but the fact that these camshafts are 100% not stock is enough for me to think that it's not going to hurt to double check it, since I'm taking the whole engine apart anyway, and I wouldn't want to order a few $100s worth of parts and have them not fit because it's not stock stroke and bore. But I did 100% confirm that these camshafts are not stock. So, very first thing I'm going to do is put the valve cover back on, which I've had off for a while, so I'm going to take these bolts out and put it back on for real. Not torque anything down, just set it down. That way I can put the timing to top dead center, and that will allow reassembly to be quite easy with the camshafts all oriented how they will be for TDC. Alright, the engine's at an angle, so I'm just going to thread this in a little bit. All the ones on this side, make sure we are not sliding the valve cover around, so I can be sure it is actually at top dead center. Well, there's always something, guys. I know I have several 19mm sockets, but I can't find any of them. I also can't find my breaker bar. So this is the technique we'll be using. There's my timing mark. And there's top dead center. Putting all the parts in Ziploc bags, I'm going to label them with a black marker so nothing gets lost. Alright, we're starting with the simple thing because this is a Mark II mount bracket. And I don't have a Mark II, so it's coming off. So, if any Mark II people need a new motor mount bracket for the back of the block, hit me up. Alright, so let's get to taking the accessory belt and timing stuff apart. And then we can unbolt the head, take the head off. Actually, I think I'm going to drain the oil. Well, that didn't quite go how I had planned. I don't even think this is the right alternator bracket for this alternator, because there's two more spots where I think some bolts would be but aren't, which may have explained the 15 washers holding that shit on. So it's always fun to find some shit that's been who could have foreseen such a tragedy? Oh, I see what the problem was. Those ones are safety scissors, and we're doing grown-up shit. Huh. Those don't seem to be working either. Remember, kids, play with knives. It's fun. Alright, so Ross is coming over. He's going to bring his air tools because that's about the only way you can get the harmonic balancer off without disturbing the timing.
I forgot it.
We got Ross. Alright, let's watch it work. Watch the timing marks. Simple.
Alright, my job here is done. Deuces.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, bye.
Alright, we got the timing belt detension. That way we can slide it off right there. So I can get this pulley off. There you go.
Hey, it came off.
We don't need to take the Allen things off, evidently. Well, ask me how I know. So the deeper I delve into Volkswagens, the more tools I acquire, because to take the head off, you need these triple square bits. Specifically the one on the end, the 12mm one. I can't imagine what advantage this would have other than it's not a tool that people have, so back in the day it would have had to go to the dealer to get worked on. But yeah, that's it. Slide it into a 13 and hopefully we can get these off. Oh. And yes, all of these are going right in the garbage when they come out. I'm not reusing them.
No,
If I boosted it, it might. Duct tape and WD-40
fixes everything.
Have you seen the flow chart? It's like does it move? And
Yeah.
one of them is yes, no. Yes, should it? No. Duct tape. No, should it? Yes, WD-40.
Yep.
Alright, there you go, guys. Here's your proof. Ross, you want to point the camera up a little bit? I'm not reusing them.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, you torqued it really hard.
Ready? Here we go. This box is going to the recycling place. Bye-bye. Hey, there you go.
Whoa. That's such a... I think the Steve's piston head was bigger than this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tiny, dude. Look how flat it is, though.
Why does it have channels for the intake side but not the coolant or exhaust side?
Your guess is as good as mine.
There's like, if the timing belt breaks, is this not an interference motor?
Apparently.
Yeah, but it would still fuck the exhaust side.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works, but it's whatever. So anyway, take this head gasket off.
There's two. No, it's not. It's just
No, it's just the MLS, like,
bullshit.
yeah. There you go. That came off pretty clean. That's one nice thing about like metal gaskets. They don't get stuck to the block. But yeah, so now I'm gonna start stripping shit off the block and flip it upside down, but then we can take the pistons out. Alright, so Ross and I just discovered something unfortunate. We'll get into that in a minute, but for now I'm gonna strip the alternator and all the brackets and shit off the block so I can flip it upside down.
Oh.
It's already cracked.
What the?
Alternator.
So if it drops, you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're getting a new one.
Plus there's another bolt in the back.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It doesn't go all the way through.
Who can say where the road goes?
I loosened it. I remember now.
Well, I grabbed a 22 instead, so we're gonna test the 22 while I'm at it. You're right.
Let me get this ASMR video going. Ooh, that was a good one. 24.
Oh!
Alright. The Destroyer!
Ooh,
Wow.
it's kind of on there.
Destroying's a very technique-oriented skill.
Only the classiest and most worthy can destroy.
It takes years of practice. And that's how you destroy, kids. That's how you destroy
Shit.
a kid. Oh, it's not.
You just didn't press it twice.
I guess so. They missed me manhandling the oil filter off and everything.
And I was wrong. But there's a giant nut on the bottom.
So the dilemma we're facing is that this is in the way of these bolts back here, and there's 6mm hex or Allen like this one, and there's no way you could even get like one of the L-shaped ones back there. So there must be some trick to taking it off, but we don't know what it is. So we found out this thing comes off. It's full of both coolant and oil, so there's no way to not mix those. Alright, so that's taken care of. Now I need to get the water pump off.
There's someone out there, I'll pack my bags to Rio. She's a dancer, but I'm a drummer. I'm lost in this world, but I found myself in Rio. On a blanket across the ocean.
Wasser bumping. First the card was full, then the battery died. But we're on top of it now. Yeah, engine is upside down now. Block is pretty much bare on the outside, and the oil pan's about to come off. You're a bitch, camera. Yeah. Took its virginity and didn't even care.
That's how I do.
My turn? We're getting it from both ends?
No.
I got it. I played too. I helped. I was gonna reuse this gasket.
Well, I guess you're...
Rebuild all the internals and leave that.
It's like, hold on, let me get that.
Alright, there we go. Oil pan is off. We're just gonna pick up or move the oil pickup, and then probably should take the dipstick out.
Why?
And then pull the pistons out. and I'll get to showing you the problem Ross and I found. Is this the furthest we've ever delved into an engine?
No.
That we were planning on putting back together?
Yes.
I forgot about the Honda engine. Because Hondas are stupid and no one gives a shit about them, right? Alright guys, I had some stuff to take care of, so it's nighttime now. Oh look, Anil's here. But I wanted you guys to see these pistons. Right there specifically. See if that'll focus when I move it up closer. That's not good. Alright, so the peanut gallery's arrived. And I gotta measure this, make sure the bore is factory, which it looked like because I measured the pistons, but I'm giving Jake the camera. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm privileged. Say pussy money weed into it again, that was a good time. Was it? Yeah. Zero it out. Make sure when you're measuring your cylinder walls, your bore and everything, you put something really sharp in there and just scratch the living piss out of it. 82.5, all stock. Fuck yeah. That's good. That means I don't have to buy any custom parts. No oversized shit, no $300 head gasket. That makes me happy.
You have.
You got that zoom action?
Oh yeah.
That's the first thing anyone ever does when I give them the camera. Just zoom in super close.
What's wrong with that? I can't help it. It's funny.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so throughout the past couple of videos, I've talked about the 16 valve and talked about an exciting announcement I have for it. So the time has finally come for me to tell you. Now that's all taken apart and I've measured it and made sure everything is stock. I showed you the problems that it has, but the bore and stroke are stock. So I'm glad for that because I have officially partnered with FCPEuro.com. And they're supporting the rebuild of this engine, which I'm extremely thankful for. And that's not the only thing they've helped us out with. And we're going to get into that a little bit more in the next video. I'm going to shoot one with Ross actually later today. And we're going to delve into it more. But just to put it simply, FCP Euro has sponsored the build of the Rabbit. There goes Ross now. At least partially, but I don't want to say partial because it sounds like it's discrediting it because they have helped a ton. I'm really excited and they have an amazing, amazing warranty which we're going to discuss in the next video. So, hit that subscribe button if you want to see this 16 valve swap go down. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up. And don't forget to check out teespring.com/cursecrew. Pick up one of your Project 16 shirts because while FCP Euro has helped, there's still a lot of stuff that I'm going to need that FCP Euro doesn't have. So, be sick if you guys would support it. We'll get it done quicker. And yeah, don't forget to submit your entries for Car of the Video to curseforeverhelp@gmail.com. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.